I know. Listen, I know. I do not have long, right? So get comfortable and I will do my best to help. I know that feeling. I mean, you are here now, right? Life's become difficult. You feel like you're not in control. Outside factors questioning your faith in the system, your faith in humanity as a whole. Faith, huh? Do I go on? Then there's this feeling you have, a feeling that you can't quite place your finger on. You're still not convinced? You've become increasingly aware of the trouble on your doorstep. You see that people are afraid and stay in their homes more than ever, and yes, I know you're determined, alright? You go about your day refusing to let any outside source have an effect on you. Inside you think, why me? Why is this all going on now? What's the point? Any free time you have, you find yourself marvelling at that innocent, ignorant bubble you once possessed and how it slowly vaporised to the point where the only peace you have is to dive deeper, hoping that there, right there, hope. Hope, huh? All this digging, deeper and deeper, darker and darker, and at what cost? You try to investigate both sides of the situation. Yes, I know you are trying, and here it is again. All this just leaves you even more confused. Again, there's that feeling asking to be alive again, crying out for your attention again, all while so many thoughts weighing you down, demanding to be considered. You want to talk so bad. God, you want to talk. But to who? No one could possibly relate to what you feel. That I am certain of. On the outside you're considerate enough to not burst anyone's bubble, and on the inside you're screaming for them to wake up. Jesus, just wake up. Awake. What is that? I mean, you're awake right now, right? So what's next? Again, there's that feeling again. God, there you are again. Just like an addiction, a psychological war of everything you believe in, all demanding more from you, and it's not fair. I'm sorry. I have your attention now, don't I? So what's next? You're grateful enough to not complain, and good on you. It all just comes back to that feeling and all this confusion. If only you can find a way to correctly express it all, just so someone can relate, some direction. Do you cry? Do you get angry? Do you celebrate? Is this even about you? I mean, you're present, right? Who else could it be about? Maybe it's the mind playing tricks, and this is as close as you can be to the truth. To make things worse, this feeling gets worse. The more you try to go about your normal day, the harder you try to ignore it, the more you feel your soul crying in pain. You ask, where is this going? I just want to know. So yes, I too had that feeling, that same look you have now, that same confusion in your heart, that same confusion that prays to be answered, and that same logic that questions everything. I told myself similar stories too. Sure, in my time there were many riots in Ireland. Everyone lived in fear, and the world from where I was standing looked sure to end. But I am still here. But then, this is all an illusion, right? Not in your world, no. In your world, you're in control. You're no one's puppet. Sure, our heart is big enough to comprehend the truth and see inside every human and know that deep down all anyone wants is peace. Freedom. No one wanted this. I too told myself, if I stay positive and do what I've been taught to believe, then I can be successful and make a difference. Change the world. I would often dream of the changes I would make to bring peace once successful. The thing is, that plan involves ignoring that feeling. So yes, I admit, I'm sorry. I placed that feeling on the shelf, whilst everyone else was talking about the riots starting up in Odessa. I was studying, and whilst everyone was worrying, I was affirming to them not to get sucked into that political propaganda. That most of the time I felt I was doing good, but every now and then, yep, that feeling right there, right now, just has to make its presence known. Slowly, over time, I got disappointed. Things were not changing quick enough. In my soul, I guess I was feeling angry at the cards I had been dealt, and that I had all the answers. If only I had this, or if only I had that. Oh yeah, we're in the same boat, alright. I just wanted to scream. Then that day I did. I screamed out with rage. The tiniest thing set it off. I think it was something on the radio reminded me of the daily misery breaking out on the streets of Ireland. At the same time, just making people feel worse than they already did. How frustrating. You can't even get mad at the messenger, right? Inside, I remember an intense fire in the core of my being, the blood bubbling in my veins. On the outside, unknown to me, the riots were closing in. I was walking along Valley Street, totally oblivious to the fact that just around the corner, the riots were already in full play. As I reached the height of my rage, I reached the corner and then my whole life changed. My perception, everything. It was as if that feeling had given up trying to get my attention inside and had no alternative. The only thought I had left was a ringing in my ear, probably from the bomb blast. I immediately filled with fear. I remember looking around trying to find something to escape the hell that was presented, scanning to just look at an innocent face of a child playing or to see an old couple holding hands on the street. Instead, I was faced with, I just want to get home. It was as if the confusion inside of me was now on the outside of me. What is my name? Where am I coming from? Where am I going? For the first time, what I wanted and needed were aligned, and up until now, I had them the whole time. I needed to reunite, find home, and appreciate what I once already had. So yes, I think I might have a slight idea of the pain and confusion you have right now. I tell you now from the bottom of my heart, don't put that feeling on the shelf. Make peace with it and forgive what has happened. Let it go. Step down from that tower you are currently in and do what you're supposed to be doing. That feeling right there is something very special. Hold on to it, embrace it, and just remember how special you are. I know this because you are here now, and I thank you.